Hey, what's going on, guys? So here is a quick work in progress view of the Mega Shiki that I'm just kind of building up and painting up as an experiment for using the SMS paints. If you guys saw that video where I tested out the SMS paints, I've got just a few of them to work with, so I've been racking my brain all week about a color scheme for this kit, and in the meantime I've just kind of been ticking away at it, making a few little modifications. Obviously it's missing some parts here and there because it's all been disassembled and sanded. I've been doing some modifications here and there, and now it's just kind of put it back together just so you guys can kind of get an idea of how this is going to look. So obviously I've added this big part here from, I think this was from the Eastern Weapons. It's like, yeah, Eastern Weapons, something like that. This big part here. So this is obviously kind of styled after the XS Gundam with it holding the big weapon like that, smart gun. So this just plugs onto here. Basically that's what I want to show you in this video. I know I obviously kind of did most of the work already, so you can't really see it on screen, but I'll at least be able to show you what I've done with this so far. So the first thing on the Mega Cannon here, just kind of added this little radome part, use a little just kind of separate handle bit there that will hold that, and so that's pretty much the only kind of modification for that. I had to drill a hole here in the bottom and then had to build this little part here to hold that. So basically the part here on the top of the crotch that fits on top of there, I just replaced that with just this kind of bit here that I built out of plot plate to hold that, and there goes one of the wings falling off there. It's all good, but yeah, so that just with the little peg that just holds onto this easy enough, just plugs down onto there, very simple. So this can't really be removed. It's a kind of a permanent fixture of this kit now, but that's okay. It's just going to be meant to just be posed in one pose like that forever. Now notice I have the wings off to the side instead of straight back as they typically should be, because I have just the beam rifle here, and I actually have a second one of these, an extra one, so I'll be using one on each side, and these will be mounted onto here like so. I just haven't connected them on yet, but those will be just on the backpack as well. It just kind of has extra kind of beam cannons there on that, so that'd be pretty cool. And then the other biggest modification that I've done with this here is just adding these fuel tanks there onto the back as well, so they're just set in the center of the backpack. I'm noticing this one's a little bit turned. There we go. So again, that was just sort of a way to kind of give it more of the Sentinel XS Gundam sort of look there, with just some big fuel tanks added onto it, just to give it some more bulk in its overall design. And yeah, so those are pretty cool. There's just extra parts left over from a Biolarnt kit, so those are Biolarnt fuel tanks. And then I replaced the handles on the side of the little thruster pod things there for the Mega Ride Launcher. Didn't really need the handles on there anymore, so I replaced those with a couple of vents. Used a couple of little photo etch parts here, you can see, just to add a little bit of detail into there. I wanted to use more, but there's not really any good place to really add many more of those that I can really see, but those are just from some of the photo etch parts that were sent to me by USA Gundam Store, so thank you to them for that. If you guys are interested in buying some photo etch parts like that, you can check out those on USA Gundam Store. Then I guess one other small little modification that I made here was just drilling out the Vulcans in the head to make those look a little bit nicer. And obviously it's missing the main part for the face, because the other thing was just a lot of seam line removal. Not really a lot, but there's a fair amount of seam line removal for this kit, including for the head. So what I did was just cut the part for the actual face, so that once I could remove the seam line on the head, and then once it's painted, the face part will just fit up inside the head. Just have to glue it in place, and that won't be a problem. But like I said, as you're seeing it now, it's missing parts here and there all over the place, just because I just want to give you guys an idea of how it's going to look. The next step from now is going to be just now disassembling everything again and giving it a bath, washing it off, getting everything all nice and clean, ready for painting, and then just starting the painting process. And yeah, I still haven't quite 100% decided on a paint scheme for this. I just really can't decide. I'll show you guys here. Here's a couple of the options that I'm working with, because again, I only have a few different colors from SMS to work with. Basically really dark blue, bright red, black, white, and then the chameleon color and silver. I'm obviously not going to paint the entire thing in bright silver, so it's kind of have to go with either like some kind of white and red, or just all red, which I do kind of like, but I don't know, I haven't just quite decided about the color scheme, so I'll be going with one of those. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to share with you what I've got going with this so far. So I'm just going to be starting painting on this very soon, and then basically the next time you guys will see this will be once it's completely done, so keep your eyes open for that. Probably still maybe 2 weeks out or something like that, just because I've got to go through all the painting and then the detailing and decals and all of that. So it'll still take a little while, but I'm looking forward to this. I think it's a cool kit. I'm trying to do something kind of interesting with it, and I'm not sure if I'm completely convinced as to how it's turning out, but it'll be something anyway. I think it'll be cool when it's all done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on just a minute. Actually, one thing I thought I should show you guys here. I've got all the parts now laid out and washed and dried. I'm getting ready to go shoot some primer on these, but I thought I should show you a couple things about the seam lines that I did remove. So first of all here, let's take a look at this part. The ankle armor had a seam line on that, so what I did was just set this and got rid of the seam line with it just permanently attached to the bottom of the foot. It should be easy enough to just spray around here. I can just move this around as I need to make sure that I get paint everywhere where it's needed. So, and then the other problem area was the shoulder armor. So there's a seam line on the shoulder armor. I had to get rid of that, and there's a seam line through the middle of the part here for the top of the arm. Now the shoulder armor needs to connect onto here, so what I did was just cut this shape out of there. Originally that's just a little circle hole there only, but you can see I cut this like channel through there, so that, and actually cut down the pegs inside here a little bit. They are a little bit longer than that, so I cut them a little bit shorter. But now this can later, once it's painted, just slide down and just kind of pop onto place on top of there, and then it's good to go. So that was a simple way to be able to remove those seam lines separately and keep the parts separate, not have to join them together permanently like I did here with the ankle armor. It's just kind of whatever works best for the part that you need. Oopsies. So I decided to go with an all red color scheme and use the chameleon color over the red and have a stripe of white down the side. You can see the sample image I came up with there. But after trying that out last night, painting all the stripe parts, they're now taking a bath in some isopropyl alcohol to strip off the paint because I decided not to go with that. I just didn't really like how that was looking. So I'm going to change up the color scheme now, do something also quite unique. So I'll work on that.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.